do, VNL? What up, what up? Oh man. Man, I'm about to head into where we get into. Man, I'm watching this load. I ain't on nothing. Literally just, I'm about to be sitting here all night. Can't say where I'm at, but gotta keep an eye on the situation back there. So that's what I'm up to. Probably about to restart the live or something. I don't know, but ain't on nothing. Just trying to do my job and go home, man. That's it. Ah, shoot. How the Gemini situation been treating me? Oh shit, 24 hours fast. There we go. Yo, what's up? What's poppin', Jaden? Video will get dropped soon in the week on that. I ain't gonna say too much yet, but I'm finna back in a sleeper soon. Ah, shit. So basically what I'm hearing is more money. That's what I got out of that. Yo, what's up? Hey, what's poppin', dog? How's the trucking industry nowadays? I mean, I'm specialized, so I can't really speak too much on like the general freight market. But it's been cool for me. It's been cool for me. How long you been driving trucks? Almost 5 years. It'll be 5 years in January. Just wanted to stop by. I appreciate you, man. You be safe too. See you doing the thug dizzle out there. I see you. But yeah, I've been doing this almost 5 years. Not like this specifically. I used to do refrigerator. I did refrigerated for 4.5 years before jumping over to doing hazmat. So I've only been doing hazmat almost since May. I got into this in May of this year. Almost no, yeah, about 6 months we'll call it. I love it. I freaking love it. But yeah, as far as the industry goes, I mean, just based off what my eyes can see, it looked like freight might be speeding up. I can't speak too much on the rates and stuff. I don't know. I left that side of the situation, so I couldn't tell you. But I mean, people are moving. Truck stops aren't as packed as they usually are. On the weekends, different story. But you know, I've been moving. I'll just put it like that. Well, what y'all got going on, man? Somebody tell me some good shit. Keep on streaming. I believe that you can get more viewers. Yeah, I mean, I used to have more. I'm just not consistent since I've been doing, what I do now. I kind of have to play things a little bit more low key. Which, I mean, it's fine. I understand. This is what I signed up for, but, I'm not too worried about it. My core supporters, they always gonna be here. Always been there, and they know who they are. So that's what I do it for. I'm not really looking to, be the biggest on YouTube, none of that. I don't really care about it. I'm only going live now because I ain't got nothing better to do. What I should do, I should make more vlogs. But I'm limited on what I can show. My dad is a driver too. I know it's tough industry, especially for us because we live in Iran. Wish you the best. Yeah, my father's a driver too. This is what got me into it. You know what I'm saying? Also, I know y'all probably seen that on the, you know, I just got this about a week ago. And it's already starting to like peel and shed and do its thing. I'm addicted to this shit. I don't understand. I'm about to go home in a few days, like probably right after the election. I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna take 2 weeks off. I'm probably gonna get like 2 or 3 more. I wanna get something to fill in the gap between these two on my arm. Just probably get something like right here. Might get something like back here. I don't know. We gonna see what happens. I know I want something on my shoulder. I already got the designs and shit. Yo, that's it. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Honestly, it hurt, but it ain't hurt as bad as I thought it would. This one, out of the 3 I have, was the most painful. That one, I ain't even feel it. Except like a couple spots like over here kind of bit a little bit, but overall, nothing. It's probably because this one, I think this one probably hurt more because it was done with like a coil gun. These two are rotary. Ain't no telling. I don't know. I'm new to it. But yeah, man, I'm on one of them loads where you gotta just have eyes on it at all times. That's why I'm sitting up here. Cause like, well, I can't lay down, can't go to sleep. I gotta just all night. I'm gonna just be up here, just like that. Be on my laptop. Is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be on my laptop. I'm gonna hop on Crunchyroll. And I'm gonna watch anime once I get off of here. You know what I'm saying? Nigga been watching Solo Leveling and shit. You know, I gotta, you know, Genu doing his thing. How much tattoos do you have? I only have 3. I only have 3 so far. So this is the first one I got. I got this one. I gotta be completely honest. What led to even starting this was, you know, one of my best friends, they passed away earlier this year. And I was at home thinking about it. It was kind of just tearing me up, and I already had this design. So I just went, I found an artist. I'm like, yo, just go on and knock it out. So this one took about 4 hours. The dude kept taking smoke breaks and shit. I'm not hating, whatever you gotta do to do your job, but that one took 4 hours. This one took about an hour and a half. This one took about 30 minutes. So you already know, Curse Mark, it's Minato's kunai, elements from Avatar, with the dragon dance. So all in all, it's these 3, about $1,000 for the 3 of them. But yeah, this load that I'm on, man, we knocked out most of the stops. We're doing, so this load, I ain't gonna believe this shit. This load had 20 stops. I'm doing 10 of them. And then I'm gonna leave it at a yard of ours for somebody to take care of the rest of them. And I'm going home. And the only reason we're doing it that way is because the final drop would have been halfway across the country after I needed to be home. So they're like, whatever, do half. We'll get somebody to take care of the rest. Are you a big anime fan then? I'm not the biggest anime fan. I just, you know, I have certain things that I like about it. You know, like Minato, as far as Hokages go, I'm a huge fan of him. This, I've wanted that since I was a kid. It's not, I could afford it. My brother has it too, so we're matching. His is more like back here, and I didn't get it on my neck because I wanted to be able to hide it. And then this one, I love Avatar. I grew up on it, so that's, it's one of those things. What is the brand of your truck? Big KW. You know what I'm saying? T680 gang, man. You already know, no Freightliners over here. I drove a Freightliner for 2 weeks. Hated it. Hated every second of it. But you already, man, this truck stop is getting packed out. We got Scania. You heard of it? Yeah, Scania, Saab. What was the? You ever heard of like Euro Truck Simulator? When I was younger, I used to play like ETS2. There was on there I had like a Scania R730. I want to say it was. This year I was a like young teenager on that joint. Yeah, it was a Scania R730. I like Scania. My knowledge, I think Scania and International partnered together, so now we're starting to get more, Scania technology over in the States through as an International is passing it, through International. I'm not well versed on it, but they're nice trucks. I think that's I'm sorry, this giant goddamn Australian looking situation just landed on my windshield. But as far as like the Euro trucks go, from what I've seen, I think Scanias and Volvos are the nicest ones. I can't speak too much on like DAF. I know DAF is PACCAR over there. That's basically like the equivalent of a Peterbilt Kenworth over here. Y'all also have Mercedes, so like the Actros and stuff like that. I think it's just the Actros, but y'all have different variations of the Actros. But like a Volvo FH750, sheesh, man. I wish we had that kind of power in the States. I wish we did. When did you start driving your truck? I got this truck in May, but I started driving trucks in January of 2020. Now my CDL January 27th, 2020. What's the longest time you've been on the road, no break? You mean like away from home or like driving? Because away from home, my longest was 16 weeks. I did 16 weeks away from home. I took off. I went home for like 10 days, and I did 3 months after that. And then I usually would hover right around 8 to 10 weeks OTR. That was earlier in my career. Like doing a delivery, just awake driving. So in America, I don't know if you in the US, but here we can't drive more than 8 hours consecutively. So I would say like my longest was about 7.5 hours non-stop. I've also had times where, when I was doing refrigerated, I ran all day, or run my clock out, barely make a delivery on time, and then be up all night dealing with shippers or receivers or whatever, and then have to, maybe take a nap the next day so I could keep driving and shit like that. Nappy goodness. Happy I actually said it right. Oh man. But yeah. Now I cross into Canada too. If I go to Canada, I could drive like 12, 13 hours straight and no one's gonna do anything about it. So have I? I've never been in Canada long enough to really need to, but I could. The last time I was up there, I was in Ontario, and I crossed into Quebec to cross back into the States in New York. So that was fun, much as I hate Quebec. It's crazy. Both of my grandpas were truck drivers. I never knew that they had sort of a legal limit. Man, now, I don't know when they drove. Laws have changed over time. So, like, you know, my dad's a truck driver as well. And when he drove when I was younger compared to, you know, me driving at this point in time, it's completely different. He had been driving since the 90s. So, he took a little hiatus for about a decade, but he did it nonetheless. Yeah, I figure it was partially job. It's partial, but trucking is a very regulated industry. Yeah, I think it's overly regulated, to be honest with you. Is this like a regular thing or not? A regular thing in what sense? You mean like being away from home and stuff? Because like what I do now, I'm away from home anywhere between 3 to 6 weeks. I don't really go, like in this case, I'm gonna be away for 7, but I just took some time off in Georgia recently. So you use some of that. It's kind of weird because I'm getting paid for it, but use some of my time off a little bit. But I had an extra week, so I'm not gonna lose no time off when I go to my actual home. See how that works? So take like 2 days off. If I would have went home after that, I could have been home for like 10. But you know, I'm gonna need my full situation. I'm trying to go home, use my espresso machine. You know what I'm saying? Look at my big ass OLED TV in my bedroom and all that. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to live, bro. I'm just trying to live. Shoot my guns and shit. See what happens after the election. Being away from home. Yeah, I mean, it's part of the job. It's part of my, I'll put it like this, it's part of my job. So there are, you know, some people are local and they go home every day. There are some people who are regional and they might go out like 2-3 days at a time or something like that and slide back to the house or whatever. Me, I'm everywhere throughout the US and Canada. And I'm on a list to, you know, go to Alaska if need be. So for me, I prefer it that way. Like I prefer to go out for 3 weeks and then take a week off, because at least when I am at home, my quality, god damn, my hair look crazy. Anyway, my quality of time off is higher compared to somebody who, you know, you go out, you work 8 hours or something like that, you go back to the crib or whatever, or you go off on the weekend. I'm sure you can enjoy it, but, you know, there's nothing like being able to just kick back basically for vacation time every month and a half and just enjoy life. That's just my opinion, though. I see the sun really changing the color of mine. It used to be black, now it's starting to match the goddamn the polo. It's crazy. What's your craziest trucking story, like tight place or just random BS that happened on a delivery? Oh fuck. To tell you the truth, I can't tell you that. I really can't tell you that. Like, look, I'm bound to secrecy on certain things. But as far as when I was in reefer, the craziest delivery I had was in Fort Worth, Texas. I was dropping off one of my students. We're actually still good friends to this day. It was a meat spot. And the only way to back into this dock was either to blindside. Well, you couldn't even blindside because the dock was up against the wall. So I had to back all the way around the building to nail it. I didn't think I could do it. I did it in one shot because, you know, I mean, come on now, I do this for real. Quick hello, can't stay, enjoy your day. What it do, Ray David? I appreciate you. Shannon, always a pleasure. Good evening, good evening. Hope all is well with you. Also, what's the longest time you spend doing a live load? So the longest time was actually recently. I guess I could tell y'all about this one, but there was an aircraft carrier. They came back from deployment. I was moving some equipment off of, you know, the carrier to another location for them. That took 12 hours. 12 hours to get loaded. And we had to shoot up about, I think, 1,300 miles. I had to go 1,300 miles with that load. And then it took another 8 hours to get offloaded. 4 of it was spent just trying to get everything situated to begin with. Yo, what up, Sean? Money, you already money, you feel me? Just kidding, guys. I'm poor. I was at a Pepsi in Las Vegas for 12 hours once. I would cry. Yo, what's good? Currently in Michigan. Hey, what it do, dog? How you doing? How you feeling? How is life? I can't tell you where I'm at, but I'm in the U.S. I'm in the U.S. So I'm domestic today. Oh, shoot. But yeah, I spent 12 hours doing that. I had to back around the building. More recently, I mean, I had a delivery in a forest, but I've gone into several forests throughout the U.S. and Canada. So, I mean, that's starting to get pretty typical. It's cool as hell, don't get me wrong, but I can't speak too much on a lot of that. Yeah, he Canadian. Yeah, you already. Yeah. I'm Gold Phoenix from Calgary, Alberta. You already know what I'm saying? Edmonton is where I reside. This year life is doing great. No car payment currently dying. Man, you love to see it. You love to see it, man. I'm back on my, intermittent fasting stuff. I've been on it, but I need to be better, more consistent about it. I've been staying away from soda. I've been drinking more water. Even though I'm drinking this coffee right now, I had to be up all night sitting in one place. I mean, judge me. I need my drugs. I need my drugs. So, we gonna do that, but that's what we got going on. I'm gonna have to get a Benz now, yeah, man. I'm sitting there whipping the goddamn Benzo. You feel me? Yo, listen. One of my dream cars. Dude was just asking me if I was about to pull out. One of my dream cars, right? A Mercedes GT63S AMG E-Performance, the hybrid one, with 1,000-something pound-feet of torque. I signed a GT53 in this is a Mercedes dealership in Georgetown, Texas. I went over there. I saw the 53 with the red interior, goddamn, with the matte black paint and all that. I sat in that joint. I said, man, I really look like me in this shit. I could do it. And the thing, I could go buy one. It would just be incredibly financially stupid if I did. That's the only, I want it so bad. I want it so bad. So bad. When are you going back home? I'm going home after the election. So it's either going to be the 5th or the day after. Hell yeah. I've cut out Red Bull, fast food, cut out all sugars. See, my thing is, I still consume sugar. I don't consume as much. But what I do is I give my body time to process and digest everything. So, I'll eat once a day. I just ate, I had a turkey sausage, egg and cheese bagel. I had a little bit of egg whites with some vegetables and stuff like that. So after I finish this coffee, that's it. There's nothing but water for the next 18 hours. That's how I've been doing it. I mean, shit, how else you get here this luxurious? You know what I'm saying? You can't, everybody ain't doing it like this. Oh yeah, I've been caught. Oh yeah, I just read that. You can rent it and take it for a spin on a GT. What's next to your home? I'm sure I could probably find a track, but I would probably have to go up to Dallas to go to a track. That's a couple hours away from where I live. The hardest thing to me is the Red Bull and Mountain Dew, but honestly, I don't miss that stuff. I ain't gonna lie, I'll drink the hell out of Ghost. I don't do Red Bull. I don't do Monster. I'll drink an occasional Celsius, and if I have to have an energy drink, I'll drink a Ghost if I can help it. Not to say that they're good for you. They'll all kill you. But better than Red Bull. Less sugar, you know, that's the big thing. Y'all gotta go now. Have a great day. I appreciate you stopping by, man. You enjoy yourself. Currently deciding if I want to go on vacation on a cruise. I ain't been on vacation since I bought my 22P with the Cummins. You know, I ain't do it. If you can afford it, I say go for it, man. Like, life can't just be all work. You gotta enjoy life a little bit sometimes and appreciate the small things or whatever. You know, I've been enjoying myself. Shit, I ain't gonna lie to you. Even the C300 I had. Yeah, see, now here's my thing, because, like, I was just in Atlanta and I rented a XC90. I rented a Volvo XC90. Loved the hell out of that thing. It drove smooth. You know, once, you know, turbo lag was kind of annoying, but it drove smooth. It got decent fuel economy. I can't really complain about the car. It ran on premium, so I mean, it cost a little satchel to fill up, but overall, I mean, that shit had me looking at Volvos. But I can't, and this, maybe it's just a me thing, I can't get over the idea of driving a luxury car and it got a 4-cylinder. You know what I'm saying? My Taurus got a V6. The Lexus, that's twin turbo V6. I can't fathom driving a luxury car with a 4-banger. I just, if I was gonna get a Mercedes, I had to do at least like an E450. That got the straight 6 in it with the turbos and all that. I had to do that. I just couldn't do that to myself. Now, overall, if you're not weird like me, because I'm big on sound, I don't like the way 4-cylinders sound, and they're not as refined, you know, in a car like that. I'm real picky with stuff like that. So if you could get past all that, it's a beautiful car. Who cares? Most people don't care. I'm one of the, you know, few percentages that's gonna look at it and be like, yo, that's not it. They make a 4-cylinder version of, well, made a 4-cylinder version of the Taurus I have, like 4-cylinder EcoBoost joint. I would never, ever, In fact, I've worked in the last 3 years hard. I've realized that I got a balanced working life. Yeah, and that's where I got. Now, you know, the circumstances of me leaving my last job weren't favorable, but I'm grateful it happened that way, because I'm able to have more of a, I'm able to live my life a little bit more. I'm able to, you know, really enjoy it. You know, I'm able to make money. I make great money. I'm able to enjoy that. I'm able to take plenty of time off. And when I am working, I'm not really being overworked. You know, I've been working a lot harder now, more recently, than I was before. But even this, you know, I'm not working to the extent that I was a year ago. You see what I'm saying? Do you miss lease as far as going home when you want? No, not at all. Because leasing, you don't go home when you want. You go home when you can afford it. And if that means you have to take 8, 10, 12 weeks on the road to be able to pay your bills, afford the unforeseen, and then still dig yourself out of the hole when you do come back to work, I'll take this all day, bro. I'm spoiled being a company driver. I said it. I'm spoiled as hell. That's not to say I would never go back, but if I'm gonna lease or own a truck, I ought to be doing something specialized. I can't go back to doing general freight. I can't. I'm not hauling no goddamn beef patties, dog. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro. I'm not going back to hauling Tyson chicken and goddamn what? Give me another one. Cargill. You know what I'm saying? Chicken carcasses and all. I'm not. I gotta be hauling crazy shit. I have to, I like Hazmat a lot. National B, oh my God. Whew, PTSD. I can't go back to that stuff, dog. I gotta be hauling dangerous shit or oversized, maybe. I don't know if I would ever do oversized, but I gotta be hauling something that not everybody can do for it to be worth it. That's just, you know, where I'm at with it at this point. Company on these 2 arms pays me whatever I want. It's all on me and how I'm working. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like, I ought to be in a realm where, you know, you can't really easily be replaced. That's number one. But also, it's just fun. It's just fun. Like, I have table 1 explosives right now. Like 1 that's placard is 1.1. I'll just put it like that. 1.1 explosives. That's what I have now. It, even though I'm sitting here and I have to keep an eye on it, the job itself is just fun. Once you get past the idea of going up in flames. There was where I was parked yesterday, there was a hazmat fire. Somebody had gasoline, or UN 1203 class 3, I think is gasoline. Fuel cells was on a flatbed trailer, blew an airline on the trailer, brakes locked up, caught fire. I had to get away because if that fire would have reached us, over with. I'd have took the whole parking lot out. I typically settle every load except on weekends. I'm pulling a driver. Yeah, I'm pulling a van too. But you know, I like dealing with, you know, the most dangerous shit. I like hauling, you know, uranium and all of that. What's poppin', big dog? Hey, what it do, dog? What's happening? Yeah, hold on. How'd I look in the camera? Y'all see that? What's happening, man? But yeah, I just couldn't go back to doing what everybody else does. And I don't say that to come off as like, oh, I'm better than you or anything. That's not it. It's just this aspect of the industry has changed my perspective on a lot of things. I don't know if you guys have noticed, I've been a whole lot more calm lately. I'm just not stressed. I haven't been like this at peace in a long time as far as work goes. And the thing is, before this, I didn't even realize I was that stressed out up until, you know, I had the situation with, you know, my student Jeffrey Dahmer. He even had, you know, the Jeffrey Dahmer glasses. I don't know if I ever mentioned that. I had a picture of him, but I wouldn't have it. I'm not gonna put that out there like that. But he had the Jeffrey Dahmer glass. You know the nigga was up to no good, man. I hope his life sucks right about now. You're gonna send a brother some fuzzy slippers for Christmas. I see look at the curly. Man, the goddamn Star Wars Crocs. This how you know I'm chilling. They not even in sport mode. Oh no, she watching. Nappy Goddess didn't. She watching. She got those for me. You've moved on. Barely holding on. Yup, you already know, man. I've ascended. What I've learned since getting my CDL at Prime in 2018, yeah, I got mine in 2020 over there, is that money management is key to having little to no debt is important. I've seen a lot of these older trucks have nothing to show for it, and you are 100% right. And I'm not trying to be one of these people that's been out here 20 years and you can't tell. Don't get me wrong. And the shirt. Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Big Ralph Lauren. She did that. But no, I learned real fast just how important that crap was. I learned within my first year, 1K bet. Yeah. But my first year of driving, because I'm not gonna lie, my first year I was making more money I ever seen in my life, and I was not the best with it at all. at all. If you go back in the history of like my YouTube channel, posted a video saying like, hey yo, and your boy A Breezy caught a lot of heat from older truckers because they get bent out of shape when they see what I got. Only been in the industry 60. Oh yeah, they hate me. They hate my guts. You understand me? They hate my guts. Have you heard from A Breezy? Nah, I never knew A Breezy personally. But no, 100%, man. I see plenty of people been out here 20, 30 years and ain't got nothing. I'm not trying to be out here that long and be poor. But getting back to the money management thing, I learned that my first year. If you go back in the history of my channel, you'll notice there was a year gap between the first time I posted and when I posted again. I didn't post again until I had already been doing this a year, because I didn't believe I had the ability or the right to speak on something when I hadn't done shit. So I had to get some experience before I really, started to talk about it when I did. Now I done spoke about everything really there is to talk about, and I do shit that I can't really show too much about. That's why I don't vlog anymore for real. But I learned that first year, dog. I remember my first year, I went to Georgia. I went to hang out with my friends or whatever. I spent $1,000 a day. I don't even know how I did it. How do you spend $1,000 a day and don't know where the money went? I did the shit. I ain't gonna lie. I'm going dinners at Ruth Chris and all that. I'm a lot wiser now because I can acknowledge that I fucked up in the past. And I've also learned a lot from other people's mistakes. Hold on. No, for what the fuck happened to A Breeze? No, actually, you dead right. What did happen to him? Ain't gonna send us any fuzzy slippers. I feel bamboozled. You ain't gonna make me do shit. She ain't gonna make me do nothing. Anyway, I learned a lot from my own mistakes and from other people's mistakes, and that's why I was able to talk on it now. Live below your means. Okay, I still have debt that I'm paying off to this day, but my debt came from getting fucked at Prime so hard before I left. They stopped trying to bill me though. They couldn't get their numbers straight. It was like, oh, you owe us this much, and then a month later, you owe us this much, and then they just gave up. We'll see about that. Yeah, we'll see. You're what it do, dog. What color they do? You know what? I think I'm gonna buy some slippers when I go home. I got a couple things. I'm gonna need me. This is what I'm gonna need me one of them stone bath mats. You know what I'm saying, for the bathroom. I might look into like some dark purple shower sheet joints. Not sheets, shower curtains. Might look into that. I'm gonna need some slippers. I'm gonna need a purple robe. Y'all know purple my favorite color, even though I'm wearing orange. Actually, let me shut up. Let me stop. I got some ideas. But I do know one thing. I definitely plan on getting another tattoo right about here. This one, my co-driver be judging me. The story of how I got this one was kind of funny. I was in St. Louis. LMAO. Hey, don't laugh. Yeah, I know how you do. My company is way better than lease. I'm not gonna say it's way better, but this company position I'm at is way better than the lease I had. I said it. Now, if you one of them niggas that's at Prime, the opinion might be different. I think if I would have stayed there, I would have never been a company driver. Okay, it'd have been lease forever. But that's beside the point. Anyway, so I was in St. Louis when I got this. My co-driver was asleep. I'm waiting for the okay to grab this trailer because we had one empty trailer at this yard out there. and I needed it for a load. Without going too into detail, it's from there's a plant that makes basically like nuclear fuel cells, right? I needed the trailer for that. There was only one, but it had a tag on it, so basically that indicates it's out of service. So while I'm waiting for the green light to take the trailer, I get on the internet, handy dandy Google, and I start looking for tattoo shops. I come across one that welcomes walk-ins. I end up meeting an artist that really wants to do more anime pieces, and he gave me a discount for doing it because it's work he wants to do, but there's just not a huge market for it in St. Louis. This guy is in St. Charles, actually, just outside St. Louis, suburbs. So knock that out in about an hour and a half. Come back to the truck, co-driver's still sleeping, grab the trailer, start heading to where we need to be at. He wakes up, and I show him, he's like, when the hell did you get that? You didn't feel the truck move? He was out cold. Yeah, no, the weather was awful. I went through Nebraska recently. You know how like some trucks, this truck has like these fins on the sides of the windshield? The wind blew so hard it snapped one of them off. Went under a bridge, came out the other side, gust hit, popped it. And it had been like, as I'm driving, just smacking the truck. My co-driver, just earlier today, he finally just ripped the whole thing off. I don't know where he put it. Maybe they could weld it back on, but he just ripped the whole shit off. That shit was annoying. I like lease owner up because you can go home when you want. Just got a plan ahead, so if you want to take home, we gonna make sure you have the money to do. Yeah, you can take off when you afford to. I agree with you. I mean, leasing, owning definitely comes with like a certain level of freedom. But the way I'm looking at it, when I compare what is being asked of me compared to what I used to do just off the strength of myself, they're asking for less than what I required of me. And that's the only reason I'm just okay with it. I'm like, okay, well, I'll go out for 3 weeks. I'll leave 3 weeks, take a week off. I used to go out 8, 10, 12 weeks at a time, and I might take 10 days off. I go out for 6, I could take 12, and I'm salary, I'm not gonna complain about that. So yeah, I mean, what I make, like my paychecks every week, they're not the highest I've ever seen. When I was leasing, I had times I net 8,000, 7,000. I've seen it. The difference is I'm not giving my money back to the industry. So once I'm paid, I just pay my bills, do what I want to do. I can buy this, I can do that, whatever. Boom. I think that's what I appreciate more about it. I'm able to relax and I don't have the stress of constant fixed costs going in my head. So when I go home, I'm home. I'm not thinking about the truck at all. I don't even go to the truck. I put it in storage. I forget I even have a job until it's time to go back. Until my fleet manager calls me like, hey, I got a load for you coming out of home time. It's woody woo. You're going to take it to what the fuck and then deliver on this day, pick up on that day. Can I accept it? Yeah, sure. Oh yeah, and I can turn down loads. I like company because less thinking about the market and just make your money. Yeah! Give me my check. Hey, listen. Y'all don't understand, bro. I'll be going to the office. I'm never at the office, but when I'm in the office, I'll be walking in there with the biggest smile on my face. Hey, how you doing? Hey, I brought you coffee. You having a good day? I'm that guy. I'm cheerful as fuck. When I was at prom, I used to walk in there like, what do you want, nigga? We have an open door policy. What do you want? Fuck, bro. Shut up and pay me. I'll drive anywhere. Man, listen. Not even just that, man. They're so chill. They're so just kind and respectful. My fleet manager could ask me to drive this truck to Russia. I'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Shoot up to Alaska, wait for the ocean up there to freeze up. I drive the truck across the ocean and deliver a load in Moscow. I'll do it. I'll do it. Just because they're so respectful. We live, bro. What's happening, dog? I like watching your videos, but I do want to ask, why do you let Prime live rent-free in your head? You move on to better things. It's not that they live rent-free in my head. I have no ill will against them. It's just, throughout my career, I can only speak to one experience. I've only worked for 2 companies. So when I speak about it, it's not from a sense of like, oh yeah, you know, I'm at peace with everything that went down. It's just when I speak about, you know, my experience over the years or whatever, I can only look back to one company. I've only worked for them and one other place, which is where I'm at now. So, you know, it'd probably be different if I was somebody who, you know, went from them to like CFI, from there to Swift to Warner, and then went over there to work for, I don't know, Easy Roll. I don't know. I wasn't a job hopper, so that's it. That's all it is. It's the only way I can speak to my experience is to reference where I've been in the past. The only way I've only been to one place. But I see where you're coming from, though. You know. Show up me running this Hazmat. I love Hazmat. Tell me why I seen the same exact Super Ego trailer at the same truck stop. Because they ain't doing nothing. They ain't trying to get no money. It's our season for it. You already know weather in Kansas is beautiful, the best state in the union. I don't know about that, but you know, so you can't say the best state in the union. I live in Texas. You know what I'm saying? The land of gunpowder and Big X the Plug. But yeah, going to that point, what was it he said? Prime defining factor in where you go from here. They're not a defining factor in where I go. But I'd be lying if I said they didn't play a pivotal role in me getting where I'm at. Truth is, one of the biggest things that this company liked about me is the fact I had only worked at one place before. And I was there longer than, you know, most people would have been. And they respected that. So, you know, they kind of, I don't want to say expedited the process for me to come here, but they rolled out the red carpet for sure and continue to do so. They had a lot of benefits and stuff that apparently a lot of people aren't getting. They do certain things for me that some people probably just ain't heard of or whatever, and I'm grateful for that. So, you know, when I speak on Prime, just know it ain't no beef. My only beef with them is Brooke. That's true. I hate that bitch. But as far as the company and what they've done for me, and, you know, over the course of my career and me being able to get to the point that I'm at, thank you. I appreciate it. But fuck her. That's just where I'm at. Houston messed up. You know, it's bad when your city passes Atlanta and STD. You already know, bro. How you pass Atlanta? Atlanta's a cesspool. Atlanta's a freaking cesspool. In Houston, they handing out STDs like it's a strip club. It's terrible. You have great gun laws, and you can have old cars pre-death and whatever, no emissions laws. You can win machine guns. You talking about in Kansas? I mean, I ain't gonna put it. I bet it is pretty cool out there. I ain't gonna have, you know, once you get past the having nothing to do. I mean, it's just above Texas. I'd assume they got some sense. Yeah, Kansas. Okay, I had no clue you lived there. I'm assuming you live there. Yeah, man, big Texas, you know what I'm saying? This is what I'm gonna do when I'm at home. I'm chilling. I'm watching movies. I see they put the new Bad Boys on Netflix. I'm gonna watch that. I'm going to the gun range. I'm letting my AR sing. You know, these are the names of my guns, right? The Smith & Wesson. Smith & Wesson. I call that the trainer. It's just a little 22. Use it to train my accuracy. The FN, you know, that's a 509 compact. I call that the Peacekeeper. That's the EDC. I don't keep it on the truck because I cross into Canada. I'm not trying to go to prison, but You know, I call that the peacekeeper. And then the AR-15, I call her the red flag. You know what I'm saying? 5.56, you feel me? I call it a red flag because I was on TikTok one day. And I seen this girl, you know, some people just hate guns. I seen this girl, she said, if a man owns an AR-15, it's a red flag. I'm like, huh. Yeah, I'm gonna name a red flag. There's way more to do in Kansas than most states. City stuff is dead. In Kansas, you can go, you can get around ground with the earth. Kansas is a living state. I could see that. I could definitely see that. And I'm sure there's plenty about that state I just don't know about. I don't go to Kansas a lot. And my only experience of Kansas is I-70 and 35, but yo, what else? There's another road, US 400, I want to say it is. To me, it just looks empty, but there has to be a reason people are there. I'd assume the cost of living is pretty low. Taxes are probably pretty good. You know, I got plenty of toll roads, so that's got to be the case. SIG, I do want a new SIG. I do want a SIG. Next gun I plan on buying, 300 Blackout is where it's at. My brother just bought a rifle with 300 Blackouts. But I want to buy a SIG what was it? The P365. I see one for sale at the shooting range I go to for $800. I just haven't pulled the trigger on it. I don't even know if they still have it, but it's 800 bucks. I'm like, shit, I need that. I'm gonna need all that. The more city stuff you had to have, the more dead people seem to be mentally. 400 is definitely a highway there. Cost of living is great. 300 Blackout isn't ideal for war battle. The ammo is way too uncommon. Not only is it uncommon, I'm pretty sure they're subsonic. Pretty sure they're subsonic, so I mean, going up against armor, I'll put it like that. I think a 300 Blackout to do damage to a person just because it's subsonic, it's gonna rip you up. But armor, does it have, definitely subsonic? Yeah, does it have the stopping power? I don't think it has the stopping power against most armor. I don't know if a bulletproof vest is stopping that, but a metal plate might. Okay, you can get Blackouts in sub or super. I didn't know that. So ones my brother has are subsonic. I don't know. I might have to get a rifle like that. Just see, my only one is my AR, and that's 5.56. You know, 5.56 223s, shit like that. We got a conversion kit make it shoot 22s that I never use. You know, my brother's like, yeah, just do that if you're gonna go to the range and train your accuracy, because, you know, like, it's cheaper. And I'll spend the money on the 5.56s. I ain't worried about it. Battle guns are different than what people buy. Mostly 7.62 by 39. It's tried and true, but heavy. That's a fact. That's those AK rounds. You know, Draco, you supposed to be black is crazy. Ah, shit, that's funny. No, I don't have a Draco. Dracos are so fucking stupid because, like, I feel like a Draco is a gun you take to the range just to have fun with it. I would never want to defend myself with one. That's funny. But 5.56 is great, lightweight ammo. 22 is great to train on. Yeah, 22s are just finicky. Like my Smith & Wesson when I'm shooting, and sometimes the shell casings will get caught up inside the freaking chamber. So then you gotta, like, if you're not paying attention, that could cause an issue. You gotta boom, take it out. Might have to put the bullet back inside the magazine, keep shooting. I've had issues with that, but yeah. Who's your cologne game looking like right now? What are you wearing? Right now I'm wearing this Bond number 9 situation. You know, I don't have any of my cologne on the truck. So right now I got these samples. This is Grand Soir by MFK. My lady Cease, I shouldn't say my lady, but I got this hookup in Austin. She gave me all these samples for free. Bond number 9 joint right here. You know, I got something that I need to buy. I think I'm gonna go to Neiman Marcus while I'm off, because this is cologne that my dad finally caught. He's starting to get into it like I am, and it's a problem because now I have to buy the shit before he does, because if he buys it, I'm not gonna want it. But it's this one by Sershoff called Alexandria number 2, and it's like, the price fluctuates on it a lot, but the last time I looked it was like $600. I need it. I need to get it before he does. I'm gonna need that one. I need 40 knots, also by Sershoff. So your lady gives you free sample. My lady don't give me free samples. She buys me polos and Crocs. But she's my connection at Austin now, the Neiman Marcus at the Domain. Her name is Cece. We love Cece. Straight up, she's a lovely woman. She reminds me, like, if you've seen the Venom movie. I just saw Venom. There's the Asian woman that he was dancing with, that Venom was dancing with. That's what Cece is like. She's a lovely, lovely fucking lady. Literally, I love her to death. I'm gonna hit her up next time when I go home. I gotta go see what they got. This has been a little while, but she hooked me up with the samples. You know what I'm saying? She gave me like a little gift basket with a fuckload of these samples. Have lasted me for like a year now. I'm still not all the way through them because a lot of them are winter scents, like Grand Soir. I have Oud Silk Mood. That's another one. That one smells like fresh linens. It's not cold enough to wear. Otherwise, it's just annoying. Cece's Pizza is pretty special, but I don't think we're talking about the same lady. No, we're not. No, we're not. Now, her name is Cece Ivy. Yeah, if you ever go to the Domain, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Cece Francis. Fuck. Cece and Francis. Lovely ladies. They'll get you together. Like, straight on. I swear to God. They're very respectful. They know their shit. You know, and they'll work with you personally. Cece, literally, when I wanted to order. This is when I bought Initio Atomic Rose. I love that shit. This is one of my signature scents. I had bought Atomic Rose, and when I bought Must Therapy. No, it wasn't Must Therapy. Yeah, it was Must Therapy, because I ended up going to Atlanta. I talked to her. She ordered it. I went to Atlanta. When I was in Atlanta, I went to Lenox Square. That's when I bought, or the Mall of Georgia. I went to the Mall of Georgia. That's when I bought Absolute Aphrodisiac, also by Initio. She hit me up while I was in Georgia, let me know that had came in, held on to them for me, already paid for it and everything. So for both of them, like $700 and some change dollars. And the first thing I did when I got back to Texas, I went to Austin. She met up with me personally, gave me my shit. So they're just awesome to work with. Good evening, everyone. Cheap Freight Holla, what's good? This hooker working at Dillard's is disrespectful. I need to stay out of here. First, your first mistake was Dillard's. What are you doing? What the fuck, dude? So I just pulled up in a Grand Wagoneer. I don't know how I feel about them things. But yeah, as far as cologne, I haven't bought anything new lately. Y'all understand how extensive my collection is? I got so much shit. I can't even remember all the stuff I have. It's thousands and thousands of dollars worth of fragrances. I'm not gonna lie. It's about 13 grand worth. It's a lot. It's a lot of shit. But I do want to get back into it. I haven't had the time. I got a sour taste in my mouth after having old dude on the truck. That one student that sabotaged my truck. I stopped carrying a lot of... Well, he wasn't even the first one. The first one was Scott. After Scott, because he was going through my stuff, like through my closets and cabinets and all that stuff and finding stuff that I had. After him, I started carrying a lot of expensive stuff on the truck. after Josh, I stopped carrying even more expensive stuff on the truck. And then I came over here and I got used to just not having it. And I'm like, well, I'm home more often, so I'll just enjoy it when I'm at home. Just like my shower. I shower twice a day, go on a fragrance, you know what I'm saying? Might go out, might stay home. I'll put on some Cartier just to lay in bed. Like, you know. Came across some decent scents lately, slightly cheaper. 200 plus side, but I like them. Yeah, you can find some pretty good stuff for the low ski. Like Mercedes Club Black is pretty good, and that one you might be able to get that for like $40. But there is a couple of fragrance houses that I need to look into. I haven't looked at in a while. It's one of my favorites is Faces of Francis by Belhelm. That was a gift, but I have it. It smells like pistachio ice cream. Love it to death. But I need to look into Belhelm more. I need to look into the Merchant of Venice, because they have some stuff. They make more like gourmand stuff, like edibles, like candy. I need to like chocolate. So I gotta look into some of their fragrances as well. Can't wait to smell them. Shh, I'm just playing. Honestly, I got some shit I know you'll like. Trucking can get hard on mentally. A lot of people don't talk about that. Having to protect yourself from others out here on the road. Yeah. Yeah, one of the weirdest things, this is when Scott, I'm gonna say the names, I don't, you know, I can say free speech. This duffel bag, right? This duffel bag, right? The reason I bought this duffel bag, you see it's got my initials on it and all that. This ballistic nylon. I bought it because I had several cheap ones that ended up getting torn out, like bump into something, they get ripped up and all that stuff. I had to replace it, keep replacing it. When you buy cheap shit, you end up replacing it more often. It ends up becoming more expensive than if you would have just got the right thing in the first place, right? So, I bought this in Vegas. $600, to me duffel bag. I use it for showers most of the time. If I catch a flight or whatever, then I'll use it for that too. But, or go to hotels, but for the most part, I use it for showers. Why do you have a $600 shower bag? Because I've fucked up cheaper ones. I've had this thing for years. I bought that bag the same time I bought this MacBook. So, I've had it for a couple of years. The other ones might last a couple of months before they're defective, and now you gotta replace them. This one got lifetime warranties, and you know, any damage, they'll just fix it. And they stand. I love Toomey because they stand behind their products. But that's the point. You know, a lot of people aren't gonna think like that. They just think like, oh, you're being wasteful. No, being smart. Fucking scab just came off. I don't think no ink came out though. That's a plus. But anyway, the reason I bring that up is because when Scott was on the truck, I used to keep it in. Let's see. I had a Peterbilt, so the closet was over here. I used to keep the stuff in that. I would put like my clothes in it. I would stuff it in that closet and forget about it. One day I'm driving, and it goes over my head. I'm driving. I had to be going across I-40. He comes, sits up front. He was like, that's a really nice duffel bag you got back there. You spent some money on that. And then it goes over my head. At first, I'm like, yeah, that's pretty, I like that one. Keep driving. I get to the end of my shift. I lay down in bed, close my eyes or whatever. Open up like I just got hit with a brick or something. And I realized this motherfucker's going through my shit. It's going through my stuff. Doing the curtain closed. Okay, so I stopped. I got rid of all my expensive shit. Except the bags or whatever. Because you got that one, and then, this book bag. I had my carbon fiber. This one has carbon fiber, but I had my other carbon fiber Toomey bag with me at the time. That one was $1,500. I still have it. I just keep it at home. This one is expensive, but it's not that expensive. So I got rid of all that stuff, started carrying cheaper shit, took all my colognes and stuff off the truck. I might have had like maybe one bottle over there. And that was that. because of shit like because weirdo ass students. I just got used to not having the stuff with me, so I don't sweat it. Plus, you know, I team with one of my best friends. I don't really have the space on the truck for a lot of that stuff anyway. We really need to work on how we organize in here. But other than that, I mean, hey. So yeah, I don't think people talk enough about how, you know, you got to protect yourself from some of these people out here on the road. If you're a trainer specifically, because you don't know why these people are getting into the industry, or, you know, what they come from, what background they come from, what type of time they really on, man. You can really lose some stuff. I mean, my father, he's trained people, stole money from him, all kinds of shit. One of his students tried to steal like $900 from him. So there's a lot of variables that could happen. Creed is good cologne, but pricey. Yeah, like Creed Aventus. Creed Aventus is the popular one. I don't own any Creeds at all. I don't like things that are overly popular. You know, I don't like to smell like everybody else. Don't listen to the others if you want a $600 bag. 100%. 100%. 100%. By the way, love these. 100%, bro. You gotta have a reason behind it. You know, be smart. Like, I didn't buy it just because I wanted it. I bought it because I knew it would last. This is like my vacuum cleaner. You know, I have a Dyson at my house. I have two, but you know, my dad, he's got one that he's had for years, and then I have mine that I bought last year. Love that thing. It's a V15, one of the joint wireless joints hanging up on the wall. Love that fucking thing. Vacuum my bedroom every day when I'm at home. I could replace the battery. That thing gonna last for ages. Ages. Love Dyson. Well, you know, there's some people that, you know, get a little cheap Bissell. You know what I'm saying? A little cheap Bissell. I just think there's some things you shouldn't cheap out on. There's some things you shouldn't, that you should just pay a premium for. Got some good jerky, a little that steak. Man. The Angus beef sticks, bro. I'm gonna tell you like this. This is how I got into it. Because I be fasting and shit, but every now and then I get a taste for a little bit of a snack, and instead of eating some bullshit, I'll eat this. Probably like one or two of those, just because it won't break a fast. No, you know, there's 1 gram of sugar per serving. It's not gonna hurt you. But if you're in ketosis, ow, bit my lip. But say if you're in ketosis, this isn't gonna take you out of it. No, that ain't good. 10 times better than Slim Jim, I'll tell you that much. Ten times, I ain't in a competition. Excuse me. But anyway, I've been on here, what, 70 minutes now? A little over an hour. I think I'm gonna hop off of here and watch some anime. Solo Leveling, to be exact. Dieting is getting hard. Little Debbie Christmas tree cakes in the store. Thankfully for me, I don't celebrate holidays, so it don't bug me. Yo, man, I don't remember the last time I actually had Thanksgiving food. I was thinking about that the other day. I don't remember. I haven't had Thanksgiving food since I've been on the road, since I've been a truck driver. I haven't been home for a single Thanksgiving. Now, I take off for Christmas, you know, because my birthday close to Christmas. I'm not going to work on my birthday, so, I mean, that's dead. But Thanksgiving, no, I work every Thanksgiving. It's crazy. Anyway, I'm about to hop off here, kick back, relax, and guard. This will be fun. I appreciate y'all for stopping in, man. Golden Corral has good Thanksgiving. I don't know. I might check them out. But yeah, I appreciate y'all for stopping in, man. Be happy, stay blessed. You already know the spill. Yeah, and get money. Good to see you, man. Good to see you too, man. Y'all be easy.